I'd say a ton of feathers. Because there'd be more
That
air
is the
trapped in it.
right answer.
That would have more
That
air
is the
trapped in it, and that would have more gravity, so it would be ever so slightly heavier.
What do we call the hot sweets?
Oh God, you don't know each other yet, do you?
Not yet.
Okay, we have a problem. I don't have a token for Ben now. What will I do? I'll have to give you access to one.
Are we going to be on different maps or something? Just create a.
Have you a token done, Peter?
I have a token. But just create any old kind of character, just like a blank character
Yeah, I'm just
sheet.
trying to drag you onto the sheet.
I was able to do it there.
How do I do? Oh, there you go. Okay, look at you at. And then I get a token for. What are you again, Ren?
He's a tiefling, isn't he?
I am a tiefling.
Okay. No, tonight you're going to look like a commoner. Yep. Okay.
I sent you on.
Ah,
I
perfect.
sent you
Thank you.
on there on Signal, so it's good to have them. The
Okay,
only thing that
so-
won't be on there then is the with the what did I go for? No, silver quill.
Okay. Okay, so you've got your letters and you've arrived. I'll let you decide if you arrive at the same time or not. But as you get up to the center of campus, the biblioplex, there's majestic marble archways, tomes seemingly stacked for miles, and the infectious energy of hundreds of young adults fill the biblioplex. The Grand Library at the heart of Strixhaven University. The sights, the sounds, and spark of magic in the air are wondrous. Your acceptance letter stated that you must report to the Biblioplex Hall of Oracles to receive instructions on new student orientation. The hall sits at the center of the Biblioplex first floor, and you can already see students gathering there. And with that, now, can you see yourselves?
Not yet.
Just make sure you have light. You don't. So if you scroll down the bottom, you should be able to find yourselves.
No joy yet.
Are you on the Biblioplex?
There's a map. There's a screen open, just a black screen for the moment.
Oh, scroll right down to the bottom.
Yeah, when I scroll out, I see nothing.
Oh man. How do
So if you go into the light layer,
I? Mm-hmm.
bottom left, and then switch that on, and then just hit a torch and just drop the torch onto the light layer. It'll illuminate whatever
Yep.
section we're in.
So I dropped one there.
Done.
Hmm.
Magical
Mhm.
essence in the air. All I can see is black. I'm blind.
Hmm.
Ah,
It's too dashing, too beautiful.
this isn't good. I don't know why. Is there a setting I have to put on the map, maybe? That's not on. Dynamic lighting is on. Daylight.
There's a so when your drop down menu, when you can choose your map, you've got a little cog beside the map.
Yeah.
Go into open that up, and then you should have a thing that says dynamic lighting. I think it's one of your tabs. Maybe
Yeah.
switch that on.
It's on, yeah.
Yeah,
Just gonna look at that. If I turn dynamic lighting off, that'll just reveal everything, will it?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's fine. This is the campus, so nothing to hide here. Can you see everything now?
1 second, just yes. Now we can.
Okay.
Hey.
So scroll right down to the very bottom.
I see us there. We're standing on the steps. So I kind of like twitch my shoulders. You see my wings kind of bounce up and down as I kind of start scurrying forward.
Come on
Nice.
in. So do you meet each other on the way in or what?
Well, I think he's right beside me, and this massive 17-foot wingspan opens up beside me, and you can see to your right a quite feminine looking, but actually quite manly tiefling underneath your wing. Watch it. Watch where you're swinging those things, owling.
Oh, sorry there. I didn't notice you.
Forgive me. It's a new place. I'm excited. We're now students in magical school. Isn't it fantastic?
Oh, I'm very excited. I spent a lot of time trying to get here. My parents helped me. How about you?
Oh, join the board. Parents got me here too. They're quite well known as tieflings go as well too. Not for the infamous name that tieflings generally go by. They're quite up there in normal like business, like from the city I come from, which will remain nameless, for I am also mysterious like that. But my name's Dafarius. Pleased to meet you.
Nefarious?
Dafarius.
Nefarious. Scott Tilliard. Uh, and I actually extend a kind of hand, uh, because I have arms too, as and kind of little talons for nails, and I try shake hands with you.
Well,
Can
so,
you move your
uh,
character?
come on.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
In big, huge letters underneath my name is Commoner. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um, I, I'm unable to move my
I,
token.
I grabbed the talon,
It's fine.
I think
give it a
your
very fast shake.
token might be a bit. Feeding problems.
Just check it's on the correct layer. Sometimes you might put it on the map layer instead of token layer.
You can see your token, can you?
I can see my token, yeah. I can't select them.
Can you drag your own token on, though?
Yeah, try that. Do. Come on. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So you guys are at the main entrance. The double doors, vertical handles, are each carved in likeness of robed scholars. And what are you going to do? Stand there gawking.
Well, as we're talking to them, so what brings you to the school? Which class do you intend on studying? Where is your magical arts going to take you, Scotty?
I've got quite taken by this Witherbloom Collective. Sounds good to me. How about yourself?
Oh, I've heard of them. I've heard of them. Starts with plants, ends in
Resurrection?
necromancy. Like it. I like it a lot as well too. Me, yes, we'll say resurrection for the nicety of us all as well too. But don't worry, I've got your back, big man. We'll make sure that like your necromancy stays under the covers. For me personally, I'll be silver quill all the way. My magic will all come in the ways of banter. People will be flocking to me after week one. By end of rag week, I'll be the most popular man on campus. You'll see me, but probably as I'm standing, being held up by my peers. But hey, I've always got to have a big giant owl by my side, stand out, have a +1.
That sounds very nice. I've not had a friend before.
Oh,
I just spent too much time in the woods
That
playing
is
playing with
that is
carcasses.
adorably pathetic.
My parents did say I should leave the dead things alone, but they always interested me a lot more.
Well, my friend, I am very much alive, maybe too much alive as well too. But as I say, you're more than welcome to be literally my wingman on these upcoming adventures. As well too. It's always right to have a big man beside me.
Uh, I believe that's a pun. I like it.
okay, feel free to
Fairest
walk in.
Stray, master of puns.
Shall we go in and we start kind of walking and talking, I suppose?
Yep, let's walk and talk. Enter the big room.
So yeah, massive room you're in now. As you walk in, on your left, you'll see a kind of lounge area.
Mm-hmm.
It's where kind of staff will relax between shifts, and students and stuff will just hang out. To your right, you'll see like a cafe seating area, and the cafe is there.
Okay.
You see that? And you see a little store over here. And straight in front of you, you see an information desk.
Hmm. That'd be
And in the letter you mentioned there at the beginning where we're meant to go, we were meant to go to a particular room, did you say? Or is this the place?
first floor. Like
Yeah.
I take out my letter and I start trying to read it again. I did the first floor.
And
So
I'm
you
assuming there's
guys,
loads of other students around us starting on the same day, is it? Or are we just kind of two students starting alone?
I think it'll be kind of staggered times. It wouldn't be everyone all at once,
Okay.
not to overpack the place.
Excellent.
You're looking for a place in the letter. It said the Hall of Oracles.
Ooh, sounds good. I'm a little peckish. I might see what she has at there for something to eat. I hope she has some nice mice.
Scott, this one's on me. Lo and behold, my parents, as I may have mentioned, they're very wealthy. They're very high up in demand in people. Let me get your, well, mice, chocolate mice maybe. I don't know what they're selling here, but it's a big school. We'll find something to fill that peckish stomach of yours.
Okay. I'd just pop over and hopefully she has some sort of mouse or something that she could feed me.
So as you walk in, you can see that it's crazy busy with all the the students here for orientation, and you can see Isla behind the counter is really stressed out. Um, she's obviously working on her own, but shouldn't be, and under a lot of pressure. Oh, hello guys. I'll be with you in 1 second. Our sandwich of today is crunchy frogs legs and toast. Sorry, so busy. I'll be with you in 1 second.
Well, hopefully their teaching staff are better than their food staff. Poor girls run ragged.
Yeah, and you see her kind of throwing handfuls of sandwiches at people, trying to keep up with the orders.
Mum normally feeds me. She kind of regurgitates it.
Well, we're going to set a couple of ground rules now, you and me, Scotty, and I'm not going to chew your food for you beforehand, and I wouldn't go mention your mum at every available occasion as well, too. Gotta look tough. You're a big man now. Gotta look tough.
Thank you.
No, sorry, gentlemen. I'm really under pressure today. 2 of the staff didn't turn up, of course, on orientation day. What can I get you?
Do you have any mice?
No mice. We do have frogs legs and toast. I could do maybe a toasted cockatrice gizzard on rye.
Oh, that sounds good. You can leave the rye and I'll take the gizzard. Please.
Very good, very good. I'll be as quick as I can. And you see her kind of staring into, I can't remember your name. I wanted to say Tud. Nefarious. Nefarious. So she's staring at you now, waiting for your order.
Lying on that counter. Is there gluten in this rye bread?
There can be.
You
look around the shop and you see a lot.
We'll make it simpler for you.
Go on.
No, you first.
You look around the shop and you can see there's a couple of sandwiches kind of on display, and you can kind of see behind her where the prep area would be. There doesn't seem to be any sandwiches there. Yet she goes to the back and comes back with sandwiches for people non-stop. So she's come back with your.
I think we're
your stuff, Peter. And you can see that she's on the verge of a breakdown as she tries to remember what you ordered and how much it costs, and tells you it's a copper piece.
Okay.
Don't worry, Scott. I've got this, my friend. If I've learned anything, as my Uncle Wilbur Stray used to tell me, that you should always make friends with the kitchen staff first. Always good to get them on your side. They'll always make your portion size a little bit bigger in the long term. Lady behind the counter, can we help us all make this a bit easier? I put the 2 coppers on the counter. This is from a friend's sandwich, and this is for my sandwich, but no rush. You take your time.
She starts shaking and her eyes start welling up, and she's like, "You're the first person to say something like that. All day I've been here for 9 hours straight. Please help me." And she beckons you to come behind to help her, serving the now very large crowd of people behind you in the queue.
Okay, we start throwing out some food.
Yeah, so you realize that there is no food to throw out. And she goes, "Oh, yes, in the corner, there's a bag. Just think of what you want and stick your hand in the bag and then pull it out and put it on display over here. And Dafarius, if you could take the money while he's doing that,
and
I can start tidying up this part."
So the first thing I think about is a little mouse. And I reach into the bag and pull out a little live mouse, and you just see me like my neck cranes back and my maw opens and I'm like as I devour it, and then I start working.
Okay, so the orders are booming in. You guys are working your asses off, and I'm going to say,
I'm not taking this in stride, man. I'm going to be a real entertainer about it. I'm like, come on, next stuff in the crowd as well too. We'll get you served. You name it, we can service as well too. Come on, first up.
okay, she's really just blown away by the help you guys are giving her now. Can I get a combined skill check off of you? I don't know what to do here. I'm going to go
Animal
for.
handling.
I'm just going to go for a straight up D20 and add your proficiency.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, a very sexy 4. If that's shown.
Okay,
That transfer
so
over.
Plus proficiency, I get 12.
she notices that Dafarius has been taking money and throwing money in and out without actually counting it or doing the job properly at all. She's not unhappy about it because she's under pressure. You know, it's only a couple of copper pieces, but she is thrilled with Scott and how quickly he got everything together. And when it quietened down for a minute and everything's in order and she seems set up for the rest of the day, she pulls Scott aside and thanks him and says, "Please, let me give you something just as thanks."
Oh, are you sure?
And absolutely, I've never seen such kindness and such help. I would have been lost. And I have to find my table. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
How do you feel about this,
I like to
Nefarious?
think that my character. See, you come from good stock, so I actually have no concept of money. How much is a sandwich worth? No idea. So I've just been taking whatever cash people have been like holding out in front of me, like, yeah, sure, why not? Putting it in the till. No badness involved, and I hope she understands. But money is not something that I have to worry about as well too. But I am intrigued with that bag. I want to see what I can actually. Before I leave, I'm going to sneakily try to walk near the bag and like just have a thought there and see if I can take coin from it. I think about one large gold piece and see if I can sneak it out of the bag when I'm kind of finishing up.
Just before we get to that, Peter, she hands you a. It looks like a flask.
A flask.
It's a flask. It's very normal looking. But as she hands it to you, she goes, "All you need is any receptacle and you can pour in hot coffee and it's there forever. It'll never run out.
Oh,
Thank you."
oh, that's amazing. I'll never need to sleep now. I could study all night long. It's brilliant. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, Nefarious, what was it you were at?
Just like I'm saying to Scotty, so I'm like, look, see, we're here 10 minutes and we're already helping out the people around us. How good are we as well? But I'm eyeing up the bag that they will pull sandwiches out of, and I'm kind of like trying to lean towards it, and I have the thought in my head of like a gold piece, and I see if I can kind of reach into the bag to see if it comes out.
Oh yeah. So you're thinking of a gold piece and you stick your hand in and you feel it and you pull your hand out and you realize as you hold it that it doesn't feel like a gold coin, and you realize it's a gold foil over some chocolate and it only gives food.
I sure get the idea as well too. Well, at the end of the day, I got something out of it. Flask of coffee, chocolate, job done.
Yeah, and you get your sandwiches for free, boys, as well. So up you go.
Tell me, just before we leave as well, too, waitress lady, what's your name?
My name is Aisha.
Aisha, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Aisha. Well,
Aisha
I would love,
Fitzbottom.
if you ever need, well, Fitzbottom, Mrs. Fitzbottom,
Miss.
it's Miss Fitzbottom. Oh, well, it's fantastic news. Oh, forget about me. I do go on. There's nothing more beautiful than a woman that makes food, even if it is from a magical bag. All this in, I'm sure Scott here will be throwing out sandwiches like no one's business.
So it's quieting down now. There's a lull.
Do you mind, Miss Aisha, if we go? I think we need to go to the Chamber of the Oracles.
Oh yes, you know where you're going?
Upstairs, I think.
Mm.
No. Upstairs is mostly for the fourth years. You just come out of here, turn right, and then just turn right again, and keep going straight until you see the shard.
The Shard.
Yeah, the shard.
Okay.
So,
What does a shard look like?
sorry, it's not a shard, it's a snarl. The snarl, it's like a gravity-defying arch shapes appearing throughout the walls of
Ooh.
Strixhaven. So it's like a big glowing
Stargate.
ball of light. It's like a sun kind of thing. Gem kind of.
Dafarius, do you mind leading the way?
No, it's not this building. We'll have to exit. I could sure try. So do we leave the building there, Miss Fitzbottom?
Leave the what?
Do we have to leave the building, is it? Or do we just go up to, is
No,
that
no,
it in the centre
it's
there? That
literally
kind of...
right behind this. It's in the center of the biblioplex on the ground floor. You really can't miss it.
Ah, yes. Ah, yeah. So as I walk out, I kind of see it there, the big glowing bunch of objects directly up the way. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, miss.
So on your way there, you see.
And yeah, we make sure.
Um,
Well, Scott, I think you've made two friends. Just like that. Well done, Chief.
It seems to be a little easier
So-
than I thought it might be.
You see,
You
for
are
hard
now
workers
walking
like
past-
us,
Walking
You're now
back.
walking past the study area, and you can see that there are already some students trying to study, regardless of the bustle around on orientation day.
Ooh, what's that big thing to the right?
So walking around, it's a very big campus, and there's loads of these constructs that going around doing more of the remedial jobs. You know, like making sure books are in the right place and stuff like that. And you see these constructs walking around. They don't really interact with the students.
I take out a quill and I furiously start sketching it
Huh.
into my notes. Ooh, interesting. It doesn't seem to have
what are you
any
doing,
organic.
Scott?
I'm drawing this construct. It doesn't seem to have any organic parts that I can tell. Is it metal?
Oh, heaven to say, I'm just over here having a little peek around the corner looking at it. I think, is it putting books up on the shelves?
Ooh.
How do I share a picture with you?
Envision it.
Mm,
I think if you open up the thing, you can. Sometimes you can open up an image and then it'll give you an option to share with players, journals or something.
Does that work? No.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
I have to admit, I've never seen anything like that before. The thing's almost angelic looking.
Yeah, and the book cases there are like really tall as well. Not your normal 7-footers.
Okay. Wow, it is quite fantastic, isn't it, Various?
Geez, Scott, I think I have my work cut out for me as well too. How are we meant to read through all of this?
How are we supposed to what? Read through them.
Read through all of these. Yeah.
Maybe we can find some way of stopping time.
Ah, I'm sure that's a spell we'll probably have under our coats after a couple of weeks of class, knowing you and me.
Hmm. And if not, maybe we can stop death itself. Ooh, wouldn't that be fine? And he actually makes when
I
he goes
like you, Scott.
when he goes ooh, he actually makes like an owl noise. Ooh.
Your defiance of nature itself is just something to uphold. I love it.
Hmm. So yes,
Well, too.
getting sidetracked here. Let's go and get enrolled.
Pooter over this side.
Hmm.
Let's get enrolled.
Okay, so you have entered the Hall of the Oracles. 1 second, I'll try and describe it to you. So this hallowed hall is filled with statues of the university's past oracles. At the center of the hall, a pulsing ball of magical energy, the Strixhaven snarl, fills the area with bright light. And an almost sacrosanct sense of calm descends on you as you step into the Hall of Oracles. Brilliant scholars, says a rich, soothing voice radiating from the hall's central snarl of glowing energy. Your attention, please. As you are now Strixhaven University students, this storied bibliotheque will be your second home for research, study, and even leisure. There is just one task to accomplish before you officially embark on your academic journey, a scavenger hunt. And passes you a small piece of paper.
Let's have a gander. Let's have a read. I think owls are meant to be natural scavengers. I think I've lucked out finding you, Scotty.
Can you see that?
I did.
It should be in your. If I hit show to players, you should be able to see it in your journal.
I do. I see it here.
So, when you get that, the rules are simple, the voice says. Each clue on the list will lead you to a different location in the bibliotheque. Simply travel to the area each clue references and perform the action the clue suggests. Time is of the essence. You only have until the end of the day to finish your hunt. Solve as many clues as you can because at each location you may win a prize. Now then, off you go.
Well, it'd be interesting to know what we're looking for, Scott. But I mean, I'm going to go with the first one. You'll forget all about any trouble or plight when you step forward and are ensnarled in light. Well, that's where we're right here, right now. Surely you probably felt the same, that lovely calming feeling of the warmth of that blue light.
Do we still have
So what are we looking
Scott?
for?
Scott, you there?
No, it seems. He's fallen into a trance of some kind.
Give them a quick shout. So, Nefarious, do you want to read out the clues?
The first clue there, what I said, Scott, you'll forget all about any trouble or plight, and when you step forward in earth and light, is what's right in front of us. Easy peasy for the first one. Would I be right?
Well, we'll hold on for your associate.
Clue 2.
Sorry,
Alumni commission works when they were. Oh, there we go.
I was muted.
Hello.
I was muted on the headset. So I was agreeing with you. I definitely think we should need to. I definitely think we need to walk through the light of this Hall of the Oracle, if that's possible.
So, there's no one else actually doing it at the moment. You two seem to be the only ones for this, couple of minutes. So you don't really have any hints or clues or people to follow right now.
Yeah. So let's go, Dafarius.
Oh, you straight in.
Yeah.
So you
Straight in.
dived right in.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll let you go first then, and you, as you step into it, nothing really happens until you're completely consumed by it, and then you're not really walking anymore. You're kind of not flying either. It's like you're just moving through space, and you don't feel any weight, and it's really quiet, and it's just clarity. And then you fall out the other side with a bit of a thump. And did you do the same thing?
Yeah. But
So you tried to fly when you're in there, and it's like just having no effect. You're just moving around in space, and then you pop out and gravity hits, and you come back down again. A couple of inches. So,
Did we pass? Was that the clue?
oh, you've just been overwhelmed by the snarl's magical power, basically. Yeah. As you land, you both notice that you're holding something.
Oh.
You both have a potion of healing.
Oh. Wow.
Not too bad. Let's clink
There's
our
no one-
glasses in victory there, Scott. Clank.
There's no one really around to pat you in the back or let you know anything. It's kind of like, oh, that just happened.
I think. Is there anybody to speak to? I suppose we could go back to Our Lady.
Yeah, but there's the information desks, and like you can see faculty walking around.
I'd like to go to the information desk and ask about any statues or paintings of retired mages or staff located.
Okay, so if you come straight south of where you are, you'll find information desk.
Woohoo! How'd I start? Like club their name.
You're getting really in on the scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Flying off down the.
So, I see you're on the scavenger hunt, so I can't give you any clues per se, but I can give you this map of the biblioplex. Everything's named. You can just follow your way around.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you can see the full map, can you?
We
Can
can
you-
surely try.
If I zoom
If
out.
you zoom
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just give you a quick description. The place north of where you just were the Hall of Oracles. Above that, you see the amphitheatre,
Uh-huh.
which is a very impressive looking stage. To the right of it, you have Student Activities Centre. This is a room filled with tables and chairs and is available for any student organised registered at Strixhaven for use as a meeting place, rehearsal facility, crafting site, or any other purpose. Then you have to the right of that the Student Council Hall, B15, filled with wooden tables and benches. Displays the star symbol hanging on the back wall. Here, the Student Council publicly debates Strixhaven policies that most affect the student body. And from there, we can go left, B9, kind of green area.
We won't see those numbers, so you just have to.
Oh, you don't see them, no?
No, that's.
Well, you know the two rooms there, yeah?
Yeah.
That I was talking about. Okay, so then go to the left and you see this kind of garden area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the book garden. In these quiet areas, students sit in the grass and study among lush foliage. Yeah, just a kind of indoor garden. B10 is the main stack. We've done them. So that's the one right below that. Another garden. So down the bottom where you came in, you see the kind of rows? They all look the same. The rows of benches. I'll show you one like there. Yeah.
Yep.
That they are lecture halls.
Okay.
So this is yeah, professor and up to 30 students would fit in there. And finally, if you go up to the top left, you have the Student and Alumni Art Gallery.
Ooh. Born and opening night.
Map. So, best of luck with your hunt. Any questions?
There we are.
He's just back.
The internet's dropping out. So, need to go look at the art
So-
gallery, I think. We need to get a bit of food off Our Lady Fitzbottom. Go check out the
Already
gallery.
got it.
Oh, did you get the food?
I got a bit of chocolate here. Is this coin? Would that count?
No, that we need to serve up the list. We need to show our list to enjoy our refreshment.
So which clue are you doing next, lads?
Clue 2.
Clue 2. So
Okay.
up the northwest corner. To the art gallery. To the art gallery.
So
Ooh.
as
Are
you
they-
wander
Are
around,
are these ceilings high, are they?
oh yeah. I'm not sure how high the bibliotex is, but like quite big.
Oh, might do a little bit of small flying across
50,
the room.
50 feet high. Yeah.
Scott,
So you got
this is going to be a bit competitive against other students, I reckon. What are the chances you could carry me if you were to fly across there really quickly, get us over there? Too sweet.
I'm not the strongest of owls.
yeah, and you could probably run as fast as he could walk, or as fast as he could fly.
Hmm.
I shall walk at a quick pace.
So let me see. You're in the gallery.
Mhm.
So as you wander around the gallery, you see a portrait of several older alumni wearing Prismari college robes. You guys want to do anything?
I go up and
I go up and check around the paintings.
read
So
read any
checking,
inscriptions or whatever.
yeah, you can see a plaque on one of them. It reads, "At Strixhaven, we are all inspired." And below the plaque is a small lever.
Pull the lever, Dafarius.
I pull the lever.
Yeah, you pull the lever and a box pops out of the wall. And it seems to contain a Strixhaven pendant. And this one is for Silverquill.
For which, sorry?
Silverquill.
Ah, perfect. Exactly what I need.
Oh, then let me try. I try pulling on the lever as well.
Yeah, and you get another beautiful little pennant come out,
And
and
what?
it's Witherbloom.
Woohoo! Seems I've chosen correctly.
Who is right, my friend?
Ah, so it's kind of like a flag or a streamer or something. So like the American kind of college varsity flags,
Okay.
that kind of thing. So you got a poster for your dorm, basically,
Cool.
for your selected schools. And your sheets magically mark off clue number 2. That's 1 and 2.
As we walk, if you don't mind following me, Dafarius, we might walk by this garden below us and give it out pat.
So as you walk into the garden, you can see that it just looks like a normal greenery. Like there's nothing like you pat what like a bush.
Is there any kind of leaves falling on the ground, like like a?
No, nothing unusual. Um, can you give me an intelligence check, please?
It is not my forte when it comes to wisdom. My God.
Yeah, you're not really seeing anything. You've you flutter around and you seem to be stuck. What are you going to do? You can't find a clue.
Try the other garden north of us.
Ah, okay.
And same thing, kind of wandering around. What am I looking for? Fruit trees, leafy bed, always with the same pattern seems clean. Is there like a flower?
So
Is there like a
here,
flower bed or something, or?
yeah, you see this kind of shrubbery, and you walk over and you notice that it just looks like a normal shrub, but you could swear that the leaves look like a crown.
Hmm. I investigate a little bit further
Okay.
and give a little pat.
And as you pat it, you see that it's actually not just any shrub, but an awakened shrub.
Ooh.
And they kind of fall back away from where they are to relieve a cuddly Strixhaven mascot.
I'll pick it up.
So you'd get a Witherbloom
What the
mascot.
fuck is that?
It's like
You get a teddy.
it's a little teddy bear. That's my first teddy bear. And I use one of my talons and make a small incision on the teddy bear, and
Uh-huh.
just try open it up and see what's inside it.
Fluff.
Oh, it's interesting. Normally they have
Put your sheet.
more gooey stuff.
Your
Man,
your sheet has just marked off number 4.
Awesome. I tell Dafarius.
could I do the same? I kind of go up and give it a little poke, and then it'll kind of like really kind of, what the fuck is this yoke? A little pat on the head.
Yeah, and you get your little silver quill teddy bear.
What does it
Dafarius,
look like?
don't cut it open,
The teddy.
Dafarius. It's only fluff inside.
Let's see if I can get you a picture of your mascots actually. 1 second. So
Oh, good. Sorry, go on.
here's your beauty, Peter. I mean,
Oh,
Scott.
you can understand why I tried to cut it open now. So pretty. It's got so many little teats.
And
That's why I was very kind of tentative to touch the thing. Didn't want some absolute leech coming out and chewing my arm.
uh, 1 second. Here is Ferris.
Oh,
A
I don't know which one.
Cute.
bit racist.
I don't know which one's worse.
Let's just say I have an inkling.
Even inkling, you know which it is.
Okay, 3 out of 5.
So that's that one down. But we have to go back to your one in the cafe. Seems like one of the ones on the list we missed
Isha, yeah.
is going down and showing her our list.
Ooh.
Let's make shapes, compadre. Now, I'm all a man of charisma, but I'm leaving this one to you, Scotty. She fucking loves you.
Hmm. This fits bottom. Can I show you this list? I show her my list of clues.
Oh yeah. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, she obviously remembers you from before, and she gives you. You give me a second, and I'll find what she gives you.
Okay.
Mm.
Now we
And
figure
you've got number 3.
out what the last one is. Some stars are ancient, enduring, bright. But others, maybe you.
It's acting that just reeks of theatre students.
Oh, I didn't get
Some
it.
stars
Oh.
are ancient, enduring, and bright. But are born on opening night.
Okay. Who's playing Hamlet? Or is there something tragic?
Is he
Or
the one that killed his mum and blinded his father?
we could do Romeo and Juliet.
Killed his father and blinded himself?
Oh Romeo, where for art thou, Romeo?
Hark, what feathery light through window breaks. You are a giant owl, and I am a handsome tiefling.
So you both get your little kind of trinkets. So she hands Scott a notepad containing waterproof paper, and she hands the fairest a forged permission slip granting access to the special archives of Strixhaven's libraries.
Awesome.
Oh,
And she gives you a
the
little wink.
sexiness of it all. You could see I'm genuinely excited, Scott, by this.
She was
So,
happy to see you again.
is she hot? Fitzbottom, by the way, Molly.
7.
Do you want me to roll a 7? Roll
Yeah.
for her hotness.
7 of 9. So do we go?
I'll roll a d20, will I? See how she comes up.
Go for it, yeah.
Yay! Out
What'd you
of
roll?
20, she is a 6.
Oh yeah. Well done. So we
So
got 2
no.
left.
I was good.
Well,
We
one left.
do. We've the last one.
Which number is it you have left actually?
We have number 5
The
left.
last one.
Ah, brilliant. So
And while she was
what's your
going back
thoughts?
to get our trinkets, we surmised that it was probably the amphitheater. It's got theater students written all over it.
Very good. So
we go up, and I think we're going to stage a play.
well, are you going up one by
Uh,
one, or who went up
Just
first?
well, while we're walking up there, I just start telling Scotty while I'm really excited about the trinket I just got from Fitzbottom. So Scott, I don't know if you heard, but basically Silver Quill, they spend their entire time practicing writing and orientation in the hope of becoming, and this is what the people of Silver Quill College do. They study, focus on languages, literature, and the power of words and magic and everything else otherwise, all in the power of language. Metaphorical power of words to illuminate or conceal is joined in the literability of magic, and hopefully to these academic pursuits, I'm going to be able to learn what I need to, because I'm here for a reason, my friend, but I'm not here for a long time either. I plan to learn what I want to, and I plan to learn it fast. This little trinket given to me by herself gives me access to the libraries.
Oh, fabulous.
This is going to give me access now. I'm going to have to be looking through all the books. I need to cut it down in size and what I need to find. But we're on the right track, my friend. Now let's get up to the amphitheater and let's finish off this little quest.
And with that, I step first onto the amphitheater.
So you see like a impressively lavish stage with the curtains drawn back as if to reveal performers on the opening night of like a major production. What are you doing on the stage?
Me personally, or us together?
Well, it depends. What's happening?
Well, I think the two of us were going to stage a play.
So
We'll make it dramatic.
yeah, like as soon as you open your mouth, it's like the lights go out in the biblioplex, and the spotlight shines down on both of you, as if everyone is now paying attention to just you. And you do your little routine.
Oh, Dafarius, wherefore art thou, Dafarius?
Hark, what light through yonder window breaks? Scott, you are the sun, and I am the stars.
So
Woohoo!
as you're doing your play, you can see that the spotlights seem like they're actually within reach. They're not, on the ceiling.
I use one of my
And
wings.
are they descending towards us as we as we act.
You could probably reach out and grab it, like.
I don't know. I think we should act a little bit more. Let's try something different. You swine, you stole my wife. On guard.
I didn't have to steal her. She came with me willingly.
And I take out my Inkling mascot and I hold it up like it's an old sword.
And I take out my little, my pesky thing. I start swinging at it at his inkling.
That's it. I'm hitting slaps left and right, JK left and right with all my panache.
And then I kind of fall. I let my wings back up, and I like fall dramatically backwards onto the ground. Oh, mortally wounded am I.
That's for touching my woman, bitch.
It's like get up and I'll reach for one of these lights.
Okay, and as you grab the light, it turns into like a hooded lantern, and the lights come back on, and you're holding this lantern now. And I'm assuming the same goes for Dafarius. But then there's this kind of slack, like wide open guy just standing there, and he's just going slow clap, bravo, bravo, and he walks up to both of you, introduces himself as Quintilius Antifumian Mentorian III. I'm a Prince Mary here. I'm a first year as well. I have to say, you guys really do know the craft. My dedication to it is absolute, of course. I'm in the guild, the Play Actors Drama Guild. I would really think you could do well there. Come and have a look at us on the stocks, the Society's Day.
I've always seen myself as a bit of an actor, set for stage, set for being famous. You know what? Yeah, I like that idea.
Excellent, excellent. I'll look out for you. What's your name?
The infamous Dafarius Stray.
Excellent. Pleasure to meet you. Right, well, best be off. Lots to do today, as you know. And away he goes. Kind of full of himself, but quite nice too.
Everybody here does seem quite nice.
See, people just. Well, you're making friends left, right, and center. People are coming up offering me jobs to be an actor. You know, we're not doing too badly for a first day, and I think we are absolutely nailing this scavenger hunt. But I think, is that the list done?
Yeah, with that list, the sheet kind of just poof disappears, and you've got all your little knickknacks. But from your vantage point, you can see a bit of a hubbub over towards the lower garden in this kind of area. So the joyous and energetic atmosphere of the first floor is shattered by panic and shouting. That trunk! A young elf screams, pointing towards the stack as he runs by. That trunk has teeth! Please, anyone, stop it! Chaos erupts in the library as students stream in all directions, their books and papers flying as they shout in fear. The only faculty mages in sight are still trying to deal with the panicked students. You can't just let some monster ruin the first day of classes. Time to step up. And you see which layer does this go on? Token layer. Aha. Alright, now I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
No, you're flying it, dude. How do I share a creature's picture?
Right, look, it's a mimic. So you see this big chest as if to carry props for a play or something like that has been carried through, but it's become animated, and it's got massive teeth and a huge tongue. What are you going to do?
Are those bookshelves like floor to
Uh,
ceiling height, or did it kind of is there space on top of them?
Oh, you're right. So they would be like 40 foot tall. So you probably haven't seen it yet. You've just heard.
but I'm going to make my way over to the commotion.
No, I'm just the only reason I've asked them is could I stand on top of one of them? You know, for the fly and perch on top of one.
No, I think it says floor to ceiling. So I'm going to go and say that there would be maybe enough room for a book.
Oh, okay, cool. So I just kind of chase after Dafarius.
Where again is the commotion coming from? If you could just
Southwest.
ping it there. So yeah, I come around this direction,
Oh yeah.
looking down to where it is.
Ooh, big-
No.
Little PTSD from my days of Link. Zelda.
Okay, so stall there and roll initiative.
Yay. Jesus Christ.
Now where is initiative on this bad boy? There we are.
I've no
Come
idea how to do
on.
initiative.
Oh, for fudge's sake.
Watch your
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Why?
Oh, all
Why
right.
can't I have nice things?
So the mimic is going to go first. Jesus, Peter, how do you get around so quickly? I have so many tabs open at this stage.
it gets
Yeah, fucking hell.
gets easier.
Okay, so the mimic, not the fastest fucker in the world. You see him chasing after a little, I think she's a dwarf. 5, 10, 15, and she, can you see this girl here?
Yeah.
She jumps on the table to try and get away. And she's screaming. So now it is Commoner, Dafarius.
Perfect. So I make shapes up to him,
Cool.
kind of marching down and all like, I've got this. And this is one place where I just kind of flex and crack my fingers and aiming directly at it. I'll have less of your shit and hit it with a bit of an Eldritch Blast.
Ooh. So how does that work? Is that a 22 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you hit. So you have now got
Everything
his
else I've
attention.
done very nice on.
He no
I
longer
didn't damage
cares
his
for
shrines.
the little is she in, I don't know, I think she's gnome. Okay, so then anything else?
Realizing that it didn't just burst into flames immediately, I'm kind of wide-eyed and like, oh shit.
No, it kind of
And then
it was looking straight at Rosie, but then it kind of without kind of jiggling at all, it just pivots so that it's pointing straight at you now.
can I use
And
my last bit of movement there just to jump up on this table?
Awesome.
you can.
Perfect. That's
Cool.
when I'm my turn.
And then on to Scott.
5, 15, 20. Okay, go there. Then I will do rectangle. This works. Boom. And I cast Entangle.
Okay.
Now it is difficult terrain. A creature in the
Brilliant.
air, when you cast a spell, must succeed a strength saving throw.
Okay.
It's against my spell save DC, which is 13.
Oh, he failed.
He fails. So now you think he can't move.
What's the spell?
Entangled, sorry. A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained for the entangling plants until the spell ends, so you're restrained.
Oh. Fuck's sake.
Keep hitting from range, Dafarius. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Do I get another on each of my turns, is it?
Pardon? Yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
creature here. You have to use your action to do a strength check against my spell save DC.
Okay. Yeah. So now it's back to the mimic, and he's just going to try and break it again.
Okay,
He's furious.
so 13.
Rawr. And he nails it.
Oh, it's difficult
But that's the
terrain.
end of his turn, is it?
You use your action to do that.
Oh, that's just my action. Okay.
Yeah, but it's
So
difficult
now I've got movement,
difficult terrain.
and I've got 15, got 1.
So
I can only move 1, really.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Rounding up. And
It's round down.
then
It's round down D&D, I think. Right? Or is it round up?
it depends on the DM what they want to happen. Right. He's making shapes towards you now. He's getting kind of tangled by these kind of vines and stuff, but he's just making mints of them as he walks through them or hobbles through them, just biting all around him. He just swallowed a chair, and it's back to Dafarius.
Sorry, I'm having fun with. So when I use a cantrip, I assume I can only use a cantrip once. Wouldn't that be
No,
right?
use them
Before any.
as many times as you want.
And only
Cantrip.
once in a turn. Like
Oh, yeah.
as an action, you can use a cantrip, and a bonus action, you can use a spell.
So just because it's new to me, I'm going to flutter through a couple of my spells because I'm just going to have a bit of fun with this.
How many spell
I'm
slots do
going
you have, by the
to
way?
2. I only have 2.
2.
two as well.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to cast Command.
Ooh. What are you going to do with that?
So I get to speak a one-word command at the creature, and as long as it speaks my language, and I'm going to go with an option that it gives me here: grovel, and the target will fall prone, and it'll end its turn. So I don't know, does that mean it misses its next turn?
Is that a reaction or a spell?
That is a action.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look it up. But it has no effect.
Balls.
It appears to have no effect.
Kind of by the end of my turn, I'm shouting out, like, how did I kill this little shit?
Hmm.
You
Are you going
will
to move, or
listen
are you
to
going
my
to stay where you
commands.
are? You going to do anything with your direction,
Kind of take a
or other?
kind of take a step back to the end of the table, just kind of far enough, a little bit further away from it.
Cool. And then Scott, hiding in the wings.
So I raise my arm. Hold on, I should have read this.
You've got arms and wings.
I have arms and wings, yeah. So I spread my wings to create an intimidating looking force for this mimic to look at. I spread one of my hands,
Oh.
and this ghostly looking skeletal hand appears before the mimic and tries to grab it at its tongue. So make a ranged spell attack. Okay, I'll just do that. Ooh. Don't have advantage anymore. Yeah, 24 to hit
24. Yeah,
and a 5
nailed him.
5 necrotic.
Okay.
And it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
Oh,
Until then, the hand clings to the target. If you hit an undead target, it also has a disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. Spell. Oh yeah, okay. So basically, the skeleton hand is like holding on to the mimic's tongue.
he's lashing it around the place, biting his own tongue in the meantime, trying to get it off. And it's back to him. And whilst dealing with the grapple on his tongue, he moves forward towards Tiefling, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What can I do? Oh. So he literally just sticks his tongue out, hand and all, and wraps it around you, and you are grappled.
He just doesn't get to fight against it, then no.
No, it's like adhesive.
Oh.
You have a chance to break away from it, obviously, but you are now grappled. And that's my turn.
Right. So I have to do a strength check, or is it which check do I have to do to see if I can break the grapple?
You have to break its strength, isn't it? Is it strength or dex or just strength?
Well, I'd say it'd be dex because it's an adhesive as opposed to an actual physical thing, is it?
I'm just trying to find any information on it. Escaping a grapple. Yeah, give us an athletics or acrobatics. Sorry.
Acrobatics it is.
Yeah, strength or dex. Athletics or acrobatics. Go for it. Oh, and roll with disadvantage. Oh, it doesn't matter. You fail.
Bit of
So
help.
you're still grappled, but you've used an action, but you can still do anything. It's just your speed is 0.
Right. So I can still use it. Oh, shit. That's my action used up. I can't use a spell again, can I?
You could use a bonus.
If you have a dagger, you could
Action?
you can stab him with a
Yeah.
dagger.
I do.
People in the hall are starting to get really freaked out now. There's hysterical screams coming from people as they see him about to take a lump out of you.
Let's try my little dagger strike. See if I can free myself from it.
Yeah, your arms are free.
No.
He's got you by the midriff. And you're put off by the hand gripped in my tongue, and you completely miss.
Shit. The first day is his last day.
It's up to you now, Scott.
I beat my wings and I put myself up in the air. Oh, hold on. Sorry, no. That's the wrong thing on there. So I'm down here, so I'm kind of flying now, okay?
Yeah.
And I do the same again.
How high?
Huh?
How high up are you?
Oh, I'm about. Where was I? I was there 15 foot up in the air.
Cool.
And again, this kind of skeleton hand grabs at the tongue. And he's just straight. Yeah, yes, no, never mind. 12, is that a hit?
Oh, I do believe it is.
It's only 1 damage though. It's pretty rubbish.
Ooh, that is pretty rubbish. Is there any other effects?
No, it's not unless you're undead. It doesn't really do anything to you.
Cool. Comes back to the mimic. And he
You can't. Well, you can't regain hit points. That's the only thing.
okay, that's grand. Work. 22, does that hit?
On who?
Oh gosh, yeah.
You take 9 bludgeoning.
That takes me down to 1.
Wow.
Ooh, minced.
This stupid ass not being a warrior. Fucking worst.
Is he still stuck to you as well? Are you able to attack it as?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's your turn now.
So he gets to try break away from it.
Dafarius. He can break it now if you wish. Well, you can try.
I can try, or can I Eldritch Blast it in the face?
If it's a
Ooh.
range,
My arms are free.
if it's a range attack, it'll be at disadvantage.
Is it a range attack? It would be, wouldn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, massive range. What else you got?
120 feet. It's got beautiful range. I decided not to go for all attack, Molly, because someone thought it was a good idea.
You're still stuck in the Tud mentality as well, running straight towards the danger
I am.
with a range of
Danger,
120 feet.
That's all to it.
I use magical rage.
So
And I hit him with my axe.
try and break the thing anyway.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
It's with disadvantage.
Oh, dear
Oh
Jesus.
God.
I cannot roll decent tonight.
It goes back to me.
Well, he's still got a
Oh yeah, going.
offhand action.
Yeah, stab it. Stab it in its beady eyes.
Stab it in its stupid tongue. I'm just hacking at it brutally, like trying to get some sort of damage on the little thing. Trying to get it to let go. Use my ever powerful dagger. Oh, ever powerful dagger.
Oh, you
There
mince
you
him.
go. Let me go.
Yeah.
Let go.
Okay, yeah, he's starting to look a bit shoddy now. You know, a bit secondhand looking.
I drop
Got
I drop my concentration and the those thingies disappear, and then
cool.
I shoot another hand at his tongue. Excuse me. 2 damage,
Yep.
and I go up a little higher this time.
All right. Okay. And it's back to the mimic. And the mimic
No.
is going to do a bite. Straight up bite. 9.
Roll terribly. No. Ah. Fuck off.
So as he goes to bite, he kind of grabs the bottom of the table and under his jaw and kind of locks his jaw open as he tries to pull you in with his tongue to no avail.
Can I have like my foot on the top part of his mouth and the lower part of his mouth, trying to hold them
Yes.
wide apart while it's trying to snap? At this point,
Yeah.
he's trying to draw
Okay.
me in with his tongue like the entire time. Meanwhile, like a terrible dentist, I'm just hacking at the teeth, like get off, get off, get off.
And this is where you do your break now. Come on.
Thematically, should be able to do it.
Come on. I imagine my character is really acrobatic and like lands on top and does an amazing backflip to land behind it.
Oh. He almost lost his grip, but he has you still restrained.
You're like,
No.
so like he has my one foot by the ankle. I'm like dragging my nails on the ground, my dagger, trying to get away from its mouth.
I'm like, Dafarius, you're too young.
Uh,
I will. Are you? Oh no, sorry.
can I use my bonus action to throw my dagger at it now? I use my bonus action to throw my dagger at it. Mouth, come on!
No, wow. Yeah, that's great.
I'm like,
Is it dead?
I'm like cheering you. I'm cheering you on from the rafters at this stage.
Yeah, like bits of the kind of corners are coming frayed now.
But this time I'm really focused on trying to stop this from eating my friend just after making. So this time the hand tries to grab the mouth of the thing, and he 4 damage.
Oh, he's still standing.
My God,
He's not in great shape.
no, Dafarius.
And it comes to the fairies, and he tries to bite again.
Oh, fuck off! Leave me alone! Just booting at
18?
it, kicking at it with all its might as well. Yes.
I'm gonna use silvery barbs.
Oh, wow. Well
Uh,
played, sir.
Beauty.
yeah, that's my last spell, and I will
So I
give.
rolled a d20 again, don't I?
Yeah, and take the lower roll, as long as you don't fucking hit this thing.
Oh,
Fucking do.
That's higher than my other one.
I know. Oh my god.
You suck.
You only take 5 piercing damage,
It's enough to be
but
down.
you also take 8 acid damage.
Oof. What's your health?
So I'm out. Well, I
Actually,
was
I
on
don't know
2
if you
health.
take the acid
1
damage.
health, sorry.
Hang on, let me read this. What health are we on? 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just take the piercing damage. And he kind of throws you. He throws you into the shrubberies as he sets his sights on the owl that's pissing him off.
Damage equals or exceeds your
Come on out, boy.
Could
As I'm flying through the air, can I just shout like "Avenge me"
okay.
You can do a death save.
as I go flying? Do a death save. And where are you and beyonds?
It's just a d20.
It's either that or proper Team Rocket style. I go flying through the air.
Okay.
Internet.
That's 1 death.
Okay, so
Avenge me from afar.
I fly down
Ooh.
and I stand over my friend and I put my wings around us like a shield. Don't know if you've seen Lucifer.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And I spare the dying.
Oh, very good.
And
Sorry, 1 second, lads.
mhm.
This is why I can't have nice things.
Mhm. Fuck it.
Yes. Sorry. Now,
No,
what's
no,
the plan?
I don't actually do spare the dying. I pour a health potion down in, while my wings are around us. I take the health potion from my pouch and I pour the health potion into his mouth.
Brilliant.
Or potion of healing, yeah, sorry. So
Yeah.
just check how much I
Could
give.
it could have been drinking that when you're standing on the table.
Haha.
He could have been drinking that when he was standing on the table.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still thinking like a thud here, and anything like
Yeah.
that has already gone out the window. I'm changing. I'm adapting.
2d4 plus, let's see, 1 second. 7 plus 2, 9. You gain back 9 health.
Hey, that helps me right nearly back up to full health. Jesus.
Very good.
Wow. Well done.
And
Thank
Okay.
you, Bailey.
I just glare at the mimic then, because that's all I can
Ooh.
do. I don't have a.
Are you on the ground now?
I'm on the ground now. Yeah, I don't have a dagger or anything. That's the only problem.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So he moves over
Can
and he is going to try and grapple you. Or is he? No, not that. No, he's just going to take a bite at you.
Okay.
19?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Although I do have a 15 armor class, it's not bad at all.
That is pretty good.
Hmm.
You take 6 piercing.
No. That
No.
fucks me.
Okay. Over to you,
Dafarius, come on.
Dafarius.
So, with my patron being the feed, there's a glowing red off me at this point. My eyes are brightening up with this. And as I come up from the hedge, bits of twig in my hair get up vertical. I have my dagger pointed at him, and just like a wand, and I fire an Eldritch Blast right in that bastard's face.
Brilliant.
Come, oh, for fuck's sake.
You do get advantage.
Why?
You have advantage on it this turn.
Yeah, but may as well have advantage on a tickle. Like, it's out perfectly.
But it's
Is
7.
that from the Silvery Barbs?
Yeah, the Silvery Barbs give him advantage, yeah.
Class. Go again.
Oh. Come on.
Boom. There we go.
Oh yeah, yeah. He disintegrates. Give me 1 second to find them there. Jesus, first level is squishy.
Mm.
So, just as Dafarius explodes the mimic, a professor. So the place is kind of cleared now. They've handled all the commotion, and she runs over to you, and she's like, "Students, well done." And this is an Owlin as well, and she ruffles her predators with pride. Such bravery in this incoming class. And what a bizarre occurrence. I can't remember any of those old costume trunks ever bearing a hint of magic, let alone that manner of transmutation. I will have to have a word with the equipment managers over at the road stage. They're supposed to keep this sort of thing from happening. And with that, she goes over to you and does healing on you up until full health.
Oh, brilliant.
Should you require? So she's still hanging about.
What's your name, Professor?
I'm good.
Oh, she introduced herself as Professor Sharpbeak.
Clark Beak.
Sharpbeak.
Oh.
Mavinda Sharpbeak.
Ah, thank you. It's nice to meet another owlet.
Well, Navinda, my parents will be hearing about this. This is. And I start
Yeah.
stomping on the debris of the.
She
what was
apologizes.
the mimic.
She wasn't expecting any of the students to get involved. You know, her concern was keeping everyone out to safety,
What is it you
as
teach,
is
Professor?
procedure.
Sorry, I'm just gonna wee
I'm
quickly.
actually-
just you continue.
I'm actually a guidance counselor here at Strixhaven.
Hmm. So you'd be able to help us in our endeavors as we go through the years in this college, university.
Yes, I can guide you. I can tell you which schools. I can help you with fine tuning, shall we say, your skill set.
Sounds good to me. They
She really does press that this is such a unfortunate an unfortunate incident, but you know these things happen. This is a magic university. Things do sometimes go a bit strange, shall we say?
and the other students.
Still, it's nothing to worry about.
The other students, are they okay?
Yes. Thankfully, everyone was sensible enough to run away.
Tell me this: do you, of your school, take to heroes kindly? I don't think it's every day first year students on their first day step up, like we just did.
Absolutely, absolute heroes. And with that, she puts her hand into her bag and she pulls out a platinum piece each for you. and tells you, "Here, thank you. You need a reward."
Wow. Platinum piece. And a bite on it.
Well,
Uh,
I guess it'll do. But most importantly, it's nice to meet the higher ups of the school. You're the head guidance counselor, you say?
yes, the only one in the university.
How much is the yearly tuition?
Well, I need some guidance.
I think yearly tuition is something like 3,000 or 300. I'll get back to you on that.
Well, I could do with some guidance, counselor. It's our first day.
Hmm.
Tell us about this school. Tell us all its ins and outs. Can we come to you at any time and ask advice?
Yes, please do. But now's not the best time. I really want to see what has happened here. And with that, she kind of looks over the remnants of the trunk.
Well, tell us this before you leave. We've just finished off our scavenger hunt. Where do we go to next?
Well, with that, you can head back to your dormitories.
We haven't been allocated
So,
our
Are we in the
dormitories yet.
same dorm?
You need to go to the information desk, I'd say, to find out that or to make arrangements.
Perfect.
And
So kind of licking her
With
wounds.
that, she's now has her kind of pen out and she's, playing with the trunk, lifting up bits of it, and it's like, what is that? That's not. Hmm.
and I make this noise.
Uh,
And I basically thank her in
uh,
Alwyn.
yeah, as I stroll over as well too, and I kind of crouch down just as if I'm kind of half looking over it myself. I'm going to try to slip a little bit of the timber of it, or a little bit of it, into my sleeve.
Oh, brilliant! Like off the actual trunk.
Yeah.
Can you give me a perception, please?
Could you do that for? Oh shit! I'm outside the door having a cigarette. Hold
Yeah, I'll do it for you. Well, I don't want to, but
on. Go on.
no, Peter can do it. I'll let the DM do it. Perception is +5. You there, Scott?
Give me a minute to. Oh, me. You want me to roll it?
Hmm. Yeah. I don't think I should be rolling it for him.
Okay, I can. Oh
Yours is
yeah,
a public roll anyway.
I have +5 perception anyway, so normal roll. 18.
Oh, so as you are trying to sneakily put it in your pocket, you notice that the wood and the leather has been rubbed with some kind of black oily substance. And you pick it up and you slip it into your pocket, but your hand is now covered in this sticky, oily substance.
And that was Dafarius picking it up, was it?
Yeah.
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 Ooh, interesting.
And as I kind of rub it together, it's still stuck to the one hand. It's not rubbing off on both. No,
Yeah,
it's not coming off at all.
not really like marmite kind of just moving around on your hand now at this stage.
Yeah. Perfect.
So
So we'll make shapes towards the
Sharpie kind
information
of
desk.
notices that your kind of sticky fingers.
And I kind of walking backwards, just like, oh, interesting stuff, this magic. I can't wait to learn more. Hands behind my back, like.
Okay. So over to the information desk, and they give you your room numbers or whatever it is, and it turns out Well, I'll let you decide. There's three places left. You can be together, or you can be in separate places. They're all two beds, kind of dorm rooms.
Would you
Well, I
like
don't know about you, Scotty, but as your first friend, I'll happily share a bunk with you.
It sounds good. As I said, I've not had many friends, so yes, yes, I think it sounds great to me.
And you're a dab hand and a fight. I'll give you that.
You had me scared there for a minute. I thought I'd lose my only friend. It would have been a tragic first day.
Ah,
But then I've never managed to experiment on a tiefling yet. So
and hopefully you'll never have to. And I bang my chest. I'm like, made of tough stuff, really, as well, too. And believe me, my patron wouldn't let me die that easily. He's got plans, my friend. Plans indeed.
though patron,
Ah, do you not know of us warlocks? And as we're kind of walking towards our dorms, I'm kind of dancing on in head, like pretending I'm like fighting all the things. We have our own patrons as well too, gods that we pray to, and believe us, the gods smile on my family.
ooh, that sounds amazing. Do tell me more.
Well, they smile upon us, they give us their gifts, but between you and me, they're always looking for stuff in return. But that's why I'm really here. I'm here to break the bond we have with our patron. We've taken all the riches, they've got me into the finest schools, and now our family are happy to leave that fiend in the dust. But, and I'm tapping myself on the nose, that's between you and me, my owling friend.
Sounds like a dangerous mission.
It is, and that's why I'm the perfect person for the job. Me and my partner in crime, Scotty.
Scotty Dilliard. Ooh, I like the idea of this already.
Fiend Slayer. Imagine what you could do to the corpse of a fiend. Imagine the things you'd find out.
And my eyes start to kind of glaze over as I start dreaming about dissecting a fiend and learning about what makes it tick and how it survives and how it lives.
And what brings you to the school, my friend?
I, I've always had a massive interest in the magics. Um, from a young child, I came across some, you know, dead things and I looked at them and I kind of experimented on them and I've had affinity with nature. My parents fostered it and they scripted, saved, and managed to get me into this school. They felt it was best for me to enlighten myself this way.
Well, let's make a pact, you and I, Scotty.
Ooh, is
I'll
this
be your best friend. We will get through all of this together. And as a promise to me, and I will help you along on your way with my charisma and my Eldritch Blast, but with your giant wings, we'll get through everything. And all you have to do for me is not diddle me corpse if I pass away.
like one of these fiendish pacts that you made with your patron?
No, this is a pact between friends. And I kind of spit in my hand extended out to him.
Uh, that he tries to spit, but he doesn't really have spit, so he's kind of like opens his beak and lets this kind of drool fall out of it and then onto his hand, and then shakes hands with you.
And I've got like black goo in my hands as well. So our hands are like stuck together awkwardly for a moment or two.
Ew.
And it's mank and disgusting, and girls are walking by. And yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who saw what you did as well kind of is not blown away, but reveres you a little. It's like, oh my god, you see them guys? They're so brave.
I
So you
thought
know, which I don't know if we've moved our characters, if we've gone too far away. Is that gnome that the case is going for? Is she still around? Is she? Or is she far away? Has she disappeared?
No, she's still kind of hiding behind the desk.
I puff up
Well,
I
it's
puff up
been a while now,
the
so she's
feathers
just
on my
kind of walking
chest.
around.
So kind of I'm like I seem like I have a bigger stature now. my feathers have kind of fluffed out a bit. But all this talk, camaraderie and friendship and us being so good, cool. Get a bit of a strut on, and as we're kind of strutting between the tables, my big foot gets caught on one of the chairs and I stumble a little bit. But I managed to kind of regain my posture and continue walking. Like if I could blush, you'd see that I'm blushing, but I'm.
Are you going to speak with her, or are you just trying to look shit hot?
Bit of both.
Well, while looking, yeah,
Yeah.
we're walking towards her, trying to look shit hot, like we're walking in slow motion, but real time is passing.
Yeah.
And yeah, we kind of
Okay,
just
so
as we're walking, I was just like, "So, are you all right?"
me, yes, I'm fine. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. She's a really fast talker. She's like hopped up on monster. Oh my god, oh my god, how did you do that? Why did you do that? I can't believe you didn't just run away. Like, wouldn't that have been the sensible thing to do?
Well, as a silver quill in the making, like I've got to write stories, and what's better than making your own? And that when we saw danger, me and my friend here ran straight towards it, like the heroes we are.
That's amazing. Oh my god. First thing I wanted to do was run away, but I was just getting chairs and everything in my way. I'm really small, but I'm really fast. I run really fast. I'm going to say second. Okay, sorry. So yeah, my name is Rosta Mephifen Bip Wizzle Puzzlementums, but you can call me Rosie.
Rosie. Nice to meet you, Rosie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in Lorehold. What about you?
Witherbloom.
Ooh,
Silver quill for me.
very nice. That's awesome. Do you want to be friends? Let's go somewhere.
We're two.
What'd you say?
We're two. We're two.
I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. No, I gotta go back to the dormitory first. Okay, I'll see you around. Bye. And she just, super hyper walks away, runs away.
Bye,
But she
Rosie.
turns around and waves at you, two hands,
Hmm.
carrying a book over her shoulder, like a boulder.
Can't see the name of the book, can we?
No.
Is it just me, Scotty, or did
Introduction
that
to
book
Lorehold.
look like it was going for her? Was it just me, Scotty, or did that crate make shapes towards her specifically? Or am I just imagining it?
It did seem to chase her, didn't it?
Something might have ticked it off. I wouldn't know
Give
enough
me
magic at this point
insight.
to know what we're doing.
Insight.
Give us an insight there, either of you.
Yeah. Come on.
13.
Yeah, that worked out brilliantly. So Dafarius is still unsure, and Scott, you kind of surmise that it was just the closest target.
Oh.
There's nothing really to think of. So it's getting quite late now, and the doors for the Strixhaven or the bibliothèque will be closing shortly, and everyone's kind of been told to, you don't have to go home, you can't stay here, as the massive cogwork archivist walk toward in a kind of shepherding fashion.
I suppose we should
Perfect. So we're heading to. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
we make our way to the dormitory?
Oh yeah, so what
Let's
did you
make sure.
decide? Are you shacking up?
We're going to share a room.
Yeah.
We are shacking up, maybe.
No, brilliant. Okay,
Also as well too, just when we're on our way back to the room, I asked Scotty to hand me the empty vial, the one he was nice enough to use his healing potion from. And I assume it's empty at this point. Would that be right? It was a one use only?
Yeah, it's one use only, yeah.
Yeah.
So can I use the vial and kind of scrape the gunk on my hand into that vial and kind of close it back up again, put it into my pocket?
Very good. Okay, so you head back to your dorm and, you know, all your stuff is there and you're unpacking it, and there's nothing really much going on. You're probably exhausted after that near-death experience. So, is there anything you particularly want to do? It's getting quite dark now. You'd be kind of staying in the central campus. I'll just give you a new map. Let me know if you can see everything.
Yeah.
So the campus is out in the actual schools, but you won't be moving out there until the second year if you want to.
Okay.
So you'll be kind of in the middle area, which is like the common ground. Just so you know, Strixhaven at the top is, or sorry, Silver Quill at the top and Witherbloom bottom right.
Okay.
Loving the artistry, by the way.
Class, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can see the shard there as well. Not the shard, the snarl. See the across the biblioplex? That's kind of like magical objects. Nobody knows what they are. There's no that there's a lot of magic in the area, kind of infused.
And although it's quite late, even looking at, we're staying in the center block for the moment anyway, for year one.
Yeah.
That's all right. So yeah, I think on my one,
Get a
I've
long
told
rest
you
in,
everything
or
about. Yeah.
I start picking up my feathers, kind of pruning myself, cleaning myself off.
do you have a bed or a nest?
I gotta, well, yeah, I start making my bed into a nest. Maybe
Pulling all the
Are they
feathers out of the
yeah,
pillowcase.
taking apart my teddy bear and put this fluff about the place.
And tell me, are they bunks, Molly?
They can be.
Perfect. So you can take top bunk. So you're like setting up all your leaves on top, so it feels like a proper nest.
Yeah,
And
like
I'll take bottom bunk.
feels like I'm in a tree. So we get
There
along.
you go. Getting pure comfortable.
Do we get a long rest?
Yeah, if you want to call it a night, take a long rest and
I wanna push my button.
yeah, go for it.
See what it does. No, it doesn't do anything. Anyways.
You should have full health and slot there, yeah?
Yeah.
Does it not do that?
Well, I had full health anyways, so I didn't get to see caught up.
It's
okay.
How many levels do we get?
okay. 0.
Boo.
Who earns? Who earns?
So
Good.
as you're in your kind of eating hall, we'll say, the next morning for breakfast, loads of people walking around. You're hearing a lot of chatter about the clubs and societies day that's on at the Strixhaven Stadium today.
Do you think
You
you'll
want
take?
to?
Do you think you'll take up the theater like Quilly was asking? Quintilly.
Seems like a good starting place. I'm going to leave my options open a wee bit. Have a gander around, see at every club available. But as I say, I will have a natural knack for it.
Wonder if there's any late night activities. Uh, so I sometimes prefer nighttime, but best for hunting.
Um,
Ah, yes, I keep forgetting you're just a big giant owl.
Mm,
At nighttime is your time to. Do you go hunting at night?
sometimes. I wouldn't always. As I said, Mumsy used to always feed me.
Well, I reckon we should at some point go on a late night escapade.
Mm,
Go out at night and check what actually happens in the streets of this place.
I'm picking up this kind of food and I'm looking at it quizzically. And it's like, what is this? I start trying to slop it into me a little bit.
Beautiful. So as you're pecking away at your breakfast, your friend Rosie runs up to you, like literally under the table, and just pops out. Hi guys, are you going to the club on Saturday? I've already enrolled for one. I've just been and been back again. It's amazing. I've joined the role playing
What
guild.
did you go for, Rosie?
It's so much cool. You get to do live action role playing. I can't wait.
Oh, what's role playing?
And I just whisper to Scott, nerd.
It sounds sexual. Is it a sexy thing?
Are you actually asking her?
No, I'm asking Dafarius.
All right.
You, you should ask her if it's nurses role play.
Okay, and I ask her. So, do you play a nurse?
Not usually. No, it's usually kind of like combat simulations and historical uh, battles where it could be just like loads of us taking over the grounds and just you know having fun and playing it out.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Yeah, that's great. I can't wait.
Hmm.
I've never done anything like that. Have you ever done anything like that?
Played in the grounds? No, I used to play in the forests, but then
There's loads of other societies there as well. Nothing about forest though. Sorry.
no. Anything about dead things?
A weird question. Kinda. Yeah. There's actually a dead languages society. Does that count?
Not really what I was looking for. Maybe something like oh, dissection, batteries, that kind of thing.
Um, I think we're going to do loads of that in classes anyway.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, cool.
And tell me this, Rosie. You're able to run around fairly quickly. You've probably seen all the different clubs. What other clubs did you see?
Oh, there's a load of them, and she kind of hands you a piece of paper where she's kind of jotted them all down. And there's about you can see 16 different clubs. Um, and just give me a second. She says to you that there's a competition. So all of the different clubs have these kind of little mini games, and if you're the best one on the day, you get like tokens, and whoever has the most tokens gets like a really special prize. So you can do as many or as few as you want.
Well, we have been quite good at competition so far, Defarius.
Yes, and more wins means more access to more places, so I wouldn't mind that.
Hmm.
I will check the theatre guild, definitely. The theatre club. Nice way
Let me just
to
see if I can
meet
drop
some
this
ladies.
in. Awesome. This fits in. Okay, so she doesn't give you any context. It's just a piece of paper with the things written down on it. You've got the Dead Language Society. Oh, you just read them there. And you can see that she's kind of put the little ticks beside some of them, maybe indicating that she's already gotten tokens.
Jesus, you're flying through it.
Yeah, I know, I'm going to do them all. I want the prize. Okay. And she leaves you the piece of paper and just runs off. Bye.
The
So what do you reckon, Scott?
the horticulture club could be interesting. Or
Blew my mind, my friend. That was exactly what I was looking at for you. Snap.
were you thinking? Oh, awesome.
Now,
I think the only
I
one
am
that's
going
not
to go for
self-explanatory
play
there is
actors
Star.
generals.
Sorry, Ben?
No, that's the Strix Iron Lifters Society.
Oh, yeah.
So let me see. Now,
What's
for me, with my strong, slender frame, I have found myself to be quite on the athletic and acrobatic side. So I'd like to throw my hand at the Intramural Silk Ball Club. That's
yeah,
not knitting, is it?
So you'd be familiar with silkball. It's kind of like dodgeball, but you're allowed to use magic.
ooh.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm putting my name down for that.
Excuse me. So the vibe you're getting off this isn't it's basically you just walk in and you can do what you want. You don't have to do the games. You can just sign up to the club if you want. The only one there that isn't explanatory is Star, which is the name of the newspaper in Strixhaven that's run by the students.
Cool.
And as a silver quill, I think I should definitely get my name down for the paper. Plus, it'll give us that ever easy access to a bit more information about the place, I think. Find out the seedy underbelly of the skill, Scott. What do you think?
I think so. I might like try the drama guild. Maybe I can help me come out of my feathers a little bit.
You go for my friend. Haven't got time for chess. Don't have the patience for it. But I will try my hand at play actors, new paper, and it's got to be the gym club
And maybe a bit of dead
Good.
languages.
and silk ball.
So
Yeah, go
are
on.
you
Yeah,
going?
Dead Language Society. But to start, how about you and me take a little tip over to the entrepreneurs of Strixhaven? You and me, two upstanding young individuals, and now we've a bit of a reputation for defeating shitty chests. Maybe we can go out and make a bit of a name of ourselves and make a little business.
Okay. Let's do it.
Shall we go there first?
Yeah, let's go.
So you're going to the stadium?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just have to take note of a
Off
couple
to
of
the
things.
stadium we go.
And as we're walking down, I kind of. What about that mission slip you got for the library?
Well, what I'm thinking is on one of our little expos, we'll find out the times of the library, whether it's open all day and all night. If it's all night, I reckon we take a sneak out late over hours, give ourselves full use of the place. If it's just daytime, we've got plenty of time. We'll do it after day two. But I think today we'll sign up to a good few clubs. Could do with those extra tokens, in my opinion.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So you arrive at the stadium and there's like just hundreds of people here. It's a massive, like American football stadium, and spread out across it is all the different what would you call it? Like an expo
Mm-hmm.
for all of the different clubs and societies. Some of them need to take up a lot more room than others, as you see as you walk around. You kind of have you walk in and the first one you see is the Dead Language Societies. Is at the front door.
Okay.
But you do have a little flyer with you now that you can basically go wherever you want directly. You just walk straight there on this little map. If there's one particularly you want to go to.
The entrepreneur. Yeah.
A question or
That's
Yeah.
what we're saying. Yeah.
all right, okay, cool. So walking past Dead Languages.
Well, I'll just stop at Dead Languages since we're passing it.
Oh, you don't have to. I'm not
You
trying
could have
to.
like
I'm not.
Dead
That wasn't a.
Language
That wasn't a.
Society,
So-
walking bias, missing out on opportunity.
Well, I tell you what. As you walk by, you see this kind of card on the table, and you're not really sure what language it's in. I'll stick it into the group chat. 1 second. Right.
Well, this will immediately interest me because languages are the thing I'm going for, and anything kind of obscure and something not of the norm like that, Dafarius is all over it.
Oh, I think I added it into Strixhaven. Hang on. Oh no, I put it in here. Let's say guys' heads. So this is what you see in the table as you walk by, if that piques your interest at all. You also see a load of small books just kind of thrown around the table. So are you walking on, or?
Well, just
Is that card something we can pick up?
Yeah, you can pick it up and investigate it.
yeah, investigate. I'm intrigued.
What languages do you speak?
So far common, and then I do have another language, but I haven't chosen it yet, so I'm gonna go Draconic. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Myself, where am I in the languages? I don't think I have many at this point.
Normally you get.
Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so you don't know any of the words, either of you.
Ugh, damn it.
So
And asking someone behind the counter.
yeah, I'm just trying to find out who's at this counter. We're Dead Languages. Oh, your mate Quintilius is here,
Quintilius.
and Razhomir. 1 second, I find out who this dude is. God, this is so hard to navigate.
You know you have to do a different voice for every character, Molly, as well. So you can
I can't even do
differentiate.
my voice at the moment. Oh, this guy's cool. Okay. So you've met one guy. Peter, if I open a character
Oh, I understand
like an NPC,
I understand Druidic as well, by the way.
so
Okay, never mind. Yeah. What's the question?
no, there's a link in it. It's perfect. I found it by looking for it. Amazingly. So you see this dude,
Oh, cool.
and let's get your other mate. So you know what he looks like.
Antipion Melantor.
Quintilius Antiphian Mentor the Third. And
Hello, Quintilius. I thought I'd see you over by
as
the Actors Guild.
let me just see who this guy is again. Yeah. Hi guys. I don't really have the need for a job, so I really do feel like I can take on the extracurricular. Um, and language is such an important part of the craft that is acting, and I really want to give it my all and make sure that I'm not mispronouncing anything, which would be dreadful.
And
Would you agree?
do you understand this language? And I show him the piece of paper or the card, whatever.
Yes. This is our little game for today. Um, we don't expect anyone to know how to read this. It's very ancient languages, but luckily in front of you are multiple language A to language B dictionaries. You just have to look through them all and follow the thread, and you'll get to your answer. There is a token for who can do it the fastest.
Erase it, Dafarius.
If you want to give it a go.
I'll race you.
Yeah, erase it.
Prepare to lose, my friend.
I'm
Okay, so
good to lose.
this is just very simple skill checks kind of thing. So can I get an investigation of both of you?
Why?
15.
One second. Did you both go?
Yeah, I got a 15.
Oh, 15 is good. So what did Ben get? 15 and 9. Okay. We'll start with Dafarius.
As
You attempt to guess as you see that Scott is about to come up with an answer of his own. So you just kind of blurt out a sentence in common. And can I get a D20 off of you, please?
I am first.
Oh yeah, you kind of insult Quintilius a little bit. He's not too happy about it. Kind of offensive, your guess, without thinking. On the other hand, Scott, you absolutely nail it. And you get 2 tokens for your success.
2 tokens. Woohoo!
Yeah, 2 tokens. Whoever has the most tokens at the end of the day gets a very special prize. No tokens for the Dafarius, says Quintilius.
Well, I like to give you a little head start. I like to start with a handicap.
Yeah.
And
Cool. So there's people rushing in behind you now, so you're kind of pushed out of it. They're trying to figure out what's going to happen here.
so did I figure out what I said, did I?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So you deciphered it, and it was resurrecting voices of the past was the
Oh,
sentence, and it was in like every word was a different language. So 2 tokens.
You know, I deliberately tried to abuse his mum.
What was it you said again?
Oh, I said she smelled of elderberries.
She's actually allergic to elderberries. I think that's why he was so offended.
And is this the only game at this particular counter to get tokens? Is there another round?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's only one thing. So
One thing per table.
yeah.
Right,
So are you
so we
heading
can
off
mosey on to
to?
the next table.
You can. Which is
Saying to Scott en route, I wish we'd actually got a couple of answers from Rosie before she scuttled off.
she did do it. She's quite a mover for such a small thing.
She is. Don't confuse her for a mouse. I don't really want to be picking gnome parts out of our bedroom walls.
so as you walk into the next table, wherever it may be, you actually just see her around the corner and just run straight past you. Hi guys.
Rosie, come back.
No, she's gone. She's gone. She's in her own wee world. So where are you heading to next?
Whichever booth is next closest, I think. Will we start going through them one by one?
Okay.
No, we've got the Distinguished Society of Fine Arts. And it's right next door, and now you see that it's sorry. It's right next door, and it's manned by, I'm just going to give you names now instead of trying to find the pictures every time. You can take note if you wish. You've got Cadorus, who is an elf in first year, and you have Nora, who is human, second year. You can see that she's in Prismari. So as you walk in, there are multiple blank pages on the table, and Nora beckons you in, and hello, I'm Nora, and this is Doris. We do the Fine Arts Society, and we would love it if you take a go at maybe sketching one of us. You get like 5 minutes just to sketch us as best you can, and whoever has the best one is going to get tokens. Sound good?
Hang, Scott, now you're truly at a disadvantage. I spent the best part of my teen years drawing girls.
It's quite possible. Should be good fun anyways. Let's try.
Cool. So, give me performance or sleight of hand.
I'll do sleight of hand.
Dear Jesus.
Who is that?
19.
Oh wow.
Fuck my life.
Moody.
What the hell's going on with my rolls?
I want to start with Dafarius again. First, you did a bang average job. It was good. It wasn't terrible. It was just meh. You
I
would
put
be
way
encouraged
too much
to
effort
join the
into the
society.
boobs? Can I put way too much effort into the boobs? Like,
You
the
didn't
rest of the
offend
body
anyone
is a
this
stick
time,
character.
thankfully.
Dafarius, you see, I spent a lot of time studying anatomy, and part of my studies in anatomy was drawing the different parts. So I will say I had a bit of an upper hand on that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can take some inspiration for that. I like that. As well
What
as your
about my emphasis
inspiration,
on the...
So no token for you, Dafarius. It just wasn't good enough. You both would be strongly encouraged, of course, to join the society. Same for the dead languages, except for Dafarius wasn't really encouraged. But Scott, you get 2 tokens because your picture was absolutely amazing, and Nora is a little bit smitten with you.
Oh,
She is just, well, actually, my bad. Who are you drawing? Was it Nora or was it the elf? Male elf.
Nora, yeah.
Okay. Cool. And 2 tokens. How many you got now? 4.
4, yeah.
Nice. Okay. We on to the next one, or do you want to
Do you
try
want to
something in particular?
do you want to try something you're good at?
Well, I'm gonna hit on the elf a little bit, like showing her my drawing of her ample bosom. Like, notice the effort I put in.
No, it's quite good. It's just it's not. You don't really have the perspective right, and you don't really have a great concept of where the shading should go. It's okay. You did. It's fine. It's fine.
It was adequate. It was okay. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Okay.
Well, not letting it totally get under my skin, but I am kicking rocks ahead of me. Let's move on to the next
Do
booth.
you want to pick one out, or
Well, I think we walk up, and if the next one is what I think it is, chess club, like begrudgingly, I like, oh, I like drop my head. I'm like, oh crap.
you going to give it a go, or are you going to walk on by?
We're gonna give it a go.
Oh, okay. So as you walk in, you see a elephant. So, yeah, he's a loxodon. I don't know if you know that phrase. Basically, he's an elephant that stands up. Barbar. First year, covered in like shiny golden armor, carrying a big long sword. Very proud looking guy, and he welcomes you in and tells you that my name you won't be able to pronounce it. You need a trunk, so you can just call me Rampart. And he says, "Give us a game of chess, and depending how well you do, you may or may not get a token. I'll play both of you at the same time. It's okay."
I put my hand on Defarius's shoulder. I say, "You've got this," and I give him guidance.
Oh, yay! Is that a spell slot?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
So what is that?
He gets
D4
to
or
yeah, he gets to roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of his choice. Once
ooh. So in this, you need to roll deception or investigation, whatever you please. The 13 for the fairy. Oh, you got a D4 with that.
yeah, he
Oh,
gets to roll
Jesus, Scott.
two.
What a fucker.
Do you happen to remember in South Park the character Scott? It's such a dickhead, Scott.
You roll a D4 as well?
Yeah,
I will roll a d4.
15. Oh, so the results are in, and it was a very tight game as he played both of ye the boat can't seem to last the same amount of time. And just at the last hurdle, he beat you, Ben. But to his utter amazement, he has been beaten by Scott. So, Scott, you get 2 tokens, and Dafarius, you get 1 token. You're on the board.
6-1. I like them odds. Well, Scott, I won't lie to you. I'm surprised you didn't take away tokens. Chess is not my game.
It's okay.
Well, you did very well. Yeah. So your man Rampart is just he's almost torn between liking you, Scott, and hating you for beating him. He's like, wow, but fuck him. He's not used to losing in Dragon Chess.
I just kind of shrug and go, beginner's luck.
No, good game, good game. You did really well. I suppose if I wasn't playing 2 at once, it would have been different, but fun.
I suppose.
Well done on your tokens.
I suppose we could try again if you really wanted to.
For 4 tokens.
No, I'm afraid it's only 2 is the max, but what else do you want to wager?
Bragging rights.
Oh, it's on.
Dragon rights.
This time I touch myself, give myself guidance.
Don't do that in front of him. What do you roll?
Investigation, isn't it?
Or deception.
I'll use my inspiration as well to give myself advantage.
Nice. Oh my God. He is just, he's in admiration. He's like, oh my God, that was a brilliant game. That was just brilliant.
Thanks,
And he stands up and he congratulates you. He shakes you by the hand or wing. Do you have hands?
I
Can I grab anything?
I have hands, yeah.
Yes. So he shakes you by the wing and he literally is lifting you in the air. Thank God you have wings to kind of slow your fall back down again. He's just, blown away. Well done. Oh my goodness. Here's me thinking you fluked it. I was mad at myself more than anything, but you must join the tech club. Absolutely.
It's quite intriguing. It's a nice game. I like it.
Yes. And then he turns to Ben and he just goes, hi.
I giant elephant. Never want to be part of that club anyway.
Come on, Dafarius, let's go lift things.
All right, so we're going to go straight down to the gym club, is it?
Well, that was chess club. Next on the list is historical club, is it?
You can go wherever you want. You don't even have to do them all.
Kind of want to.
Okay.
Okay. So we got the Dragons card historical club. Is that right?
Yeah, keep going.
Sorry, yeah. So on your little booklet, you can kind of get little one-liners from the clubs as well. So these historians are fascinated by all time periods, and they regularly meet to discuss, debate, and deep dive into members' favorite topics. Okay. And there is an unnamed poor dear here. Let's just call him give me a name, anyone.
Julius?
Yes, Julius is here. Thank you. Human. And he tells you I challenge, like, he just kind of sits there in his chair at the top table behind the pop-up kind of crappy tables you see for functions with a white cloth. And he's just sitting there going, I would debate you on any subject and I will win.
Oh, I definitely think this is your forte, Dafarius.
Yes, there, Julius. I'd be interested in discussing actually the history of warlocks with you.
Ha, excellent. Fair game, I suppose. So
Shall I roll history?
you can roll history or you can roll arcana.
History it is.
Boom.
So yeah, you did brilliantly. It wasn't a success for either person really. It was kind of at the end of it, he's like, I think we can agree to disagree. What do you think?
I agree
Fair.
that you disagree.
We're in agreement, so congratulations. And he hands you a token.
A single token.
A single token. But does Scott want to have a go?
Um. Oh, while I'm here,
Okay,
uh, what's the topic?
you choose.
Flora and fauna of ancient Southwoods, Strixhaven.
Very good. And let the games begin. While you're rolling, Peter, will you tell me some information about them?
Yes, well, the mushrooms themselves were quite interesting until they were wiped out by a clan of minotaurs who used to eat on them and actually get quite high. It was quite interesting. And then, of course, there was the basilisk flowers. They're very hard to pronounce, especially with my beak. Trying to get the S sounds is quite difficult. the But they were quite poisonous. Actually killed out a few of my almond kind.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
So
Fail
sorry.
a roll, will you?
Uh,
Yeah, he is he's just blown away. It's like, he thought he would at least get a draw at that or be on a par with you. But every time he spoke, you just kind of shot him down. You just shot him down each time. And he's just like, well done, congratulations to you, and hands you two tokens.
That's just like
Uh,
So I'm trying if we're going to try and get through all of these, is it?
uh,
Then
how many do you think we need to win?
oh, you need to come up with that number yourself. What are you on, Peter?
I'm on 8 at the moment.
Yeah.
Are we just playing against each other, or are we playing against the other
Yeah,
students?
well, no, it's more you're playing against other students, but I'm giving you the tokens as we go to track them, as opposed to a leaderboard or something.
Well, the next one's horticulture, which is right up your alley. So I definitely think we should hit that one.
I suspect I'm going to go downhill on it from now on, but let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay, so here we have a guy called Orzbatok Rush, who seems to be a lizard. I think you need to see this dude. 1 second. So he is. Oh, he's an orc.
Oh, there's tusks.
That's what that is. I thought it was a tull. Hold on.
Mm,
So he's demonstrating the brewing of potions and showing off some of his like bizarre plants. There's another guy there, Magnar. We'll get to him later. He's already elbow deep in mud, helping him to replant some of the plants he's done badly. And what's it? He's a complete whiz with these things once they're out of the ground, but I swear he couldn't keep them alive more than half an hour without me.
mm.
And they notice you walking in, and they go, hello, hello, gentlemen. Um, here to play a game?
Yep.
Interested in the horticulture club?
Myself and Dafarius are collecting tokens.
Always.
Oh, how are you doing so far?
So far, we've got
No comment.
10 between us.
Oh, very good. That's amazing. Okay, well, as you can see on the table, there are a bunch of berries.
Mhm.
All you have to do is pick up the one that is editable. The way we find out is you eat it.
I hover my hand over them, and I kind of like, I'm about to go down for one, and I go no, and then I go to the other, maybe, and then I go back, and then the one I wasn't going to go for at first, I go and pick that one up, and I throw it into my mouth.
No,
I throw it into my mouth.
give us a
Nature?
survival or nature, please. As you were making up your mind, did you pick right?
Ooh, I will go
I like the idea of you just stabbing the bowl with your beak.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go with survival. Oh, 10.
A 10.
I was about +5 as well.
Oof. And
Hold on. 5 plus
Varys?
2. 5 plus 2 plus 3. Oh, yeah. I rolled 5. That's terrible.
So before we find out, Ferris, are you going to pick one or are you going to skip this one?
Loom very low over them. Looking
Sorry?
at what's there, comparing.
Oh,
9.
Oh no.
I don't know
So
what I did. Karma's to fucking me today.
yeah, it's been that good. So neither of you get a token because neither of you actually found the none of them were good food. Can I get a D6 of both of you, please?
oh.
Right. I like the idea of dry heaving for the rest of the session.
4.
Same.
Oh God.
A 4
Okay, so both of you now, your voices have gone very high.
Speaking like this.
Orsmatog has a huge laugh at you. Just can't believe you ate that one. I thought everybody knew not to eat that one. Who eats the red berry in a bowl? Oh my God.
I'm colorblind.
Oh, but it's because it looked ripe, you silly prick.
Don't worry, lads. It'll wear off in a few minutes. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. Well, have you ever heard someone with a baby voice saying, suck my dick? Walks out in a proper strop at this point. The Ferris is not having a good day at club time.
Well,
Off to the entrepreneurs.
yeah.
Well, since we will probably get through all of them tonight, we pick kind of 3 or 4 big ones and see how we do.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah,
keep
I
you
think
up
that's
all
better.
night.
So
So
we'll say
pick 2 each.
yeah.
Not fair?
Whichever ones you might
I'll let you-
consider actually doing in, joining.
I'll let you go first, buddy. You pick your two.
Drama Guild and Role Playing Guild.
Okay, where's the Drama Guild? Play Actors Drama Guild. Okay, so your mate Quintilius has popped over. And there's a load of people here, all kind of talking amongst themselves, and you are asked by the group as they sit back and pull out little notepads, and everyone is standing around to act out your own soliloquy.
Okay.
If it's a good one, I'll give you advantage.
Okay. 1 second.
It's Arcana or Deception for some reason.
Really? It's interesting.
Come on. Oh, for
You have one. You have one already. Go for it. Go on. You're bursting.
I straight up just Googled best soliloquies and I've got everything by Patrick Stewart here in front of me.
Let's hear it, because you get advantage if it's good.
You know what the best part about it is? Because of the horticulture, we have to do it in a squeaky voice.
Oh, no, that's worn off.
Are you sure?
I'll go on
You
squeaky,
can
no.
if you want to.
squeaky voice. He really wants to.
I'll do squeaky voice. It's just way too. There's too much. It's got to be done.
Okay.
These are the tales and happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial thing. This supernatural felicity cannot be ill, cannot be good, if ill. My heart is given the earnest of success. Commencing at the treat, I am tired of cold all. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears, as less than horrible imaginings, my thought, whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes so by single state of man that function, is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Go on. There was another one.
Another one.
Another roll. Another deception roll.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were actually going to put me to that again. Did you notice I sounded horribly like the
Yeah.
mum from... Did you notice I sounded a lot like the mum from Life of Brian?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh God.
Your father was a man, Scott.
Okay, and Scott.
High pitched as well.
I don't know. Yours might have worn off.
Forever rolling, forever bowling. My name is Scott, and I'm an Alwyn. I also thought this thing would rhyme, but alas it did not, for I commit a crime. Thank you.
Oh, budget.
I can do it kind of though, so I'll fucking take it.
Oh,
Poof!
for fuck's sake.
The crowd goes wild. The crowd has gone absolutely mental.
Freestyling.
Absolutely blew it out of the water. They're sobbing. Knickers are throwing at you. This is just the best thing ever.
So Quintilius is going to make a decision, and he has said that he voted brilliantly. He's blown away by both, but decides that for sheer follow through on the soliloquy, it has to go to the Ferris. And
Bravo.
he gives you 2 tokens.
Bravo, Dafarius. Bravo.
And 1
And I
token
shake hands
goes
with
to...
Scott.
And
And you both get applauded by everyone.
we bow our way out of it.
And I turn to Quentis and I apologise to him for what I said in the previous one. A slip of the tongue, so I hope you do forgive me, and hopefully give me a chance to join your amazing performing arts class.
No, he's thrilled with that and shakes your hand and goes, "It's all forgotten. Excellent, excellent speech. Well done." And it pats you on the shoulder in a hearty handshake.
I whisper into Dafarius's ear as we're leaving. I was like, I bet you'd like to slip your tongue into his mum.
Just the way you like Fitz bottom. I bet you it fits in her bottom.
We
Where
get
to next, lads?
the role-playing guild.
Oh, yeah. And your friend Rosie is here. This is an extracurricular activity at Strixhaven focused on animal handling and performance. These storytelling enthusiasts engage a mix of strategy and play acting, often involving mascots, when they enact fantastical narratives that are resolved with special rules. So Rosie's in there and she's full of beans after having done it herself. And she says that all you have to do in here is role play a character that is famous. Just come up with anything. So I'm going to say that this doesn't have to be a D&D person. It could just be your best impression.
Okay, I have it.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So, I once read a story of a famous ranger from Baldur's Gate. His name was Minsk, and Minsk used to have a giant space hamster, a giant miniature space hamster, as his companion. And one of Minsk's favorite things to say was, "Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!" And oh,
You get a slow clap.
oh.
Next.
And the Ferris steps forward, steps into the middle of the room. Performances are his bread and butter. And he kind of puts one foot up on a chair, extends his arm up to the sky. Let me tell you all a story of a famous paladin. Long silver hair shone in moonlight as she would ride from town to town, saving them from all demonic evil creatures that would strewn across her walk across her space. Everyone in every town loved everything that she did, but little did they know that she wasn't actually one large lady wearing armor. She was actually 4 children, all wearing armor, one in each limb, and then one in the body with the head sticking out the top. They were called the Quintuplet, and they were the most devastating paladin in all of the Western lands.
So you
That's
give
all I could think
me
of, to be honest.
an animal handling or performance to go with that.
It's all going with performance on that one. Going with the +3, baby.
You got this.
Hey.
Anything. Yay,
Hey.
finally. You blew them away. You blew them away. You get 2 tokens for your efforts. Peter gets
Which I begrudgingly take.
slow
I
clap.
don't want to be part of the live action rolling guild. Only a slow clap. Heavens. Wouldn't know good magic if they ever good
Yeah,
performance if it's jumped in their face.
I know, to be fair, it's Rosie, so she's just like, gives both of you way over the top. Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh my God, that was so good. But the other people at the table have decided on the scores.
Perfect.
So we got
Will I
two
pick my
left, is it?
two? That's it. I want to go with Star. I want to go to the
Okay.
newspaper.
So here you meet
Go there first.
Yeah. So the Strixhaven Star is a extracurricular activity at Strixhaven University focusing on investigation and insight. These truth seekers and wordsmiths report on campus news, regularly interviewing important figures and producing a monthly Strixhaven Star newspaper, which is distributed across the campus. And here we have Minna Lee, who is a human second year. And she invites you in. Very elegant speaker that I would not be able to mimic. And she has asked you to get as much information out of her in a 5-minute period about the star. And that's insight and investigation.
Investigation. All right, I'm going to step up to the plate first on this one. I pull a chair right up in front of her, like way too close. Like, just peering her like right in the eye. I felt it. And it's like leave the stare just way too long at the same time. Then pop up backwards. Chair goes flipping underneath me as well to land in front of her. And I throw my finger accusingly at her, saying that you've been trying to sabotage this newspaper for years, I can tell.
Why? Why would I do that?
Look, from everything you do, no ink on your fingers, so well educated, such a beautiful demeanor. You don't know the hard graft of working and running it. You're doing it surely for plaudits alone. I bet you don't even know how this newspaper works, how they stream, where they go to. Give me any of this information. I dare you. Prove me wrong. Or do you not have the tokens that prove it?
Well, I've been the editor here for almost 2 years now. So I think you might have misunderstood this task.
Nope, not at all. You said you've been here for over nearly 2 years, but you're only a second-year student. How would you have jumped to such a high position so quickly? I think you're telling porky pies, young lady.
Oh, it's a good observation, to be fair. No, I started in first year and I quickly rose. This year I'm the editor.
And what do you do as editor?
Well, I'm in charge of what gets into the magazine, into the newspaper. I decide what we investigate. Who investigates what.
And I bet you didn't even know what happened yesterday in the main hall.
Oh no, Rosie told me all about it.
Oh, so you go around doing the investigations yourself, do you?
Well, Rosie's very, very thorough. You just have to be fast enough to keep up with her.
So you probably know a lot of people around campus. You like to keep your fingers in a lot of different pies, I'd say.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people I don't want to know.
Do up the paper of? But then surely you can't put your hand to making the paper if you're spending all this time socializing.
Yeah, it's a magic university. It's not that taxing.
But surely you're not doing it yourself.
Well, we're a small group. It is a society. We only print a couple of 100 issues. It's a non-profit.
So you'd say you're not that popular, that people like to get their information from other sources?
You're welcome to, but I don't think there is anyone else doing it. Maybe you want to give it a go.
I'll happily join the paper if you give me access to the information I need.
Well, the information is out there. Surely you can just go and get it. There's no
This could go
secrets
on.
here.
This could go on all night.
I'm ready. I
Or
was
should I
waiting for you
roll
to
on this
roll.
one? Oh,
It was
sorry, my bad. I thought I was going to
investigation or
I was
insight.
actually going to try and pry information out of it. Investigation on this one. 12.
Cool. Peter, do you want to roll?
Investigation?
Investigation or insight?
I think both are low. And slightly better.
Again. Yeah, she's impressed with both of your techniques, to be fair, but not good enough for a token.
Mm,
So is there
And what are
one
the
more?
options
Are we
for me
done?
to join that group? Yeah. One
Oh, you
last
can
one
join
and then
them.
we're done.
Yeah. Okay. And then you can decide if you want to join 1, 2, or none.
Well, Scott, on the last one, do we want to go with skill ball or do you want to go for, do you want to join that time in band camp?
it's totally up to
Show
you.
band? Silk ball it is.
So surprised you didn't go for the iron lifters.
Not with this guy.
So yeah, this is a game played on a muddy field with a ball made out of spider silk. Kind of like dodgeball, but a lot dirtier. So you've got so you walk in and there are a couple of guys there, and they've all got a ball in front of them, and they say, all you gotta do is catch the ball. So you don't know which one of them's going to throw it, but someone's going to throw a ball at you, and all you have to do is catch it. Simple.
Do you want to go first, Scotty?
I will go for it.
So for this, could I please have athletics or intimidation?
Oh, won't be that. Oh,
Psych out.
both of them are terrible. At this, I might give myself a bit of guidance on this one. And oh, it's definitely wanted it. 13.
The ball rushes towards your face at an enormous speed, and you manage to grab it, but you fumble, and it
Fumble!
falls to the floor. It's so close. Everyone's
And as a Dafarius walks over to take his turn, I touch him on the shoulder and say, "You got this, guy. You got this." Give him a bit of guidance as well.
cool. Okay, so the ball is now back at the person who threw it, and they're all arms back, ready to swing at you. They're fairly close
I
to it as well.
adopt. Come on.
You get to roll a
13.
Oh, and you have guidance?
You get to roll a d4 on top of that.
D4. There you go.
15.
Oh, and you catch it.
Nice.
Just
One-handed.
One-handed.
Caught it.
And you manage to get 2 tokens.
Boom.
Did you tally your tokens, lads? Or
Damn it.
We must be even now, are we?
I'm on 8, but I think you have got an extra 2 in the performing arts. And did you get any in the role play?
No, I'm on 9, so that's all I got so far.
I'm trying to think. Rosie only had 4, and she's still over the role playing thing. So hopefully she's out of the game now. Anyway, we're beating her. Shall we leave it at that?
Mm-hmm.
So my confidence is slightly brought back after a couple of wins, and I'm definitely enthralled by the girl who runs the Star.
Oh,
I've got to learn
Minna
more about her.
Yeah. Peter,
Got to learn more about her, Scott.
will you give me a D6, please?
Mm-hmm.
You're becoming quite the popular lad on campus after yesterday's heroics, and then today you have won the Society's Day event,
Woohoo!
and you have got. I'm going to stick this into here.
That of flowers, sexy.
That is all yours. And do you know which clubs you wish to join, lads? You don't have to join together, by the way.
I'm going to go with Star, and I'm going to go with the performing arts one.
Now,
And
this note,
so
well, actually, I don't think it will matter to you, but you will not have enough time to do 2 extracurriculars, which is the max, and a job. So if you want a job, you can only have 1 extracurricular.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So can we still stick with my original idea of that my parents are paying for everything because I'm there to,
Yeah.
like, a mission to get rid of my fiends. Peter, we came up with the idea, and I don't know if Molly, if you want to stick to it still, but basically by the end of each session, you can say whether I've stuck to the plan enough and how much money I get.
Cool. That sounds good. So then I will only join 1 club, and I'm gonna go Horticulture Club.
Cool.
You could help that girl in the canteen the rest of the time. You seem to work quite well in there.
Get my old job going, yeah.
So which 2 did you go for? Sorry, Star and
Performing arts.
the
Drama.
play actors drama. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Cool. And we'll leave it there, I suppose.
Awesome.
That was
Good,
a lot of fun, Molly.
That was great, yeah.
Was it?
That was good fun, yeah.
It was. I enjoyed
Good.
that quite a bit. Quite a
I'm
difference.
really disappointed there's only 2 of us, because the whole thing with the games and stuff is that it's more competitive. But like when Peter just keeps beating you by